My recent video on the easiest way to raise freelance rates prompted a new question from one of my readers. Here's what she says. Your video on raising rates each time you get a new client is a lot of help. I've already used this tip 3 times and my rate is still going up. That's awesome. I am so glad I could help. It's always great to hear when these resources have actually been useful to at least one person. So anyway, back to this. As she says, my question has to do with working with current clients. How do I raise my rates on them? This is a little trickier, and it's something I wish I was better at. Honestly, I struggle because so many of the people I work with are people I consider friends. These are people I've worked with for a long time, and we have relationships now outside of just the professional relationship. We've actually gone to dinner with each other. We've hung out with each other until 3 a.m. We've done these things that friends do, and so it can be a little bit harder for me to want to raise rates on them, and sometimes I don't. But if you do have clients that you have been working with for a long time, or even just a few months, and you're ready to raise your rates a little bit, it is still possible. When I ask for more money, I let them know that I enjoy our relationship and that I hope I've added value. And then, as you get ready to have this discussion, here are some basic tips. First of all, do it as part of a review. Every 6 months or maybe a year, so it's not so sudden and it's unexpected. Talk about how you want to do a review of the relationship and you want to talk about strategy. Then you can bring up the rate. Next, show your value. Just as in any salary negotiation or anytime you're asking for a raise in the real world, you need to make sure that you show your value. Do you help with social media? Do you answer comments on your pieces? Do you provide timely work that needs a minimum of editing? Point out tactfully and gently the things that you do that bring value so that you can show that you're a valuable part of the team. Next, don't make it a huge jump. I rarely boost my rates on existing clients at the same rate I use to my new clients. Most of my current clients would be unable to incorporate a sudden $50 jump in rate. Stepping it up gradually makes more sense. Make it 3% to 5% a year, depending on your situation, how much they are paying you, and what they can afford. Finally, you want to make sure that you are ready to walk if the client isn't ready to meet you, or at least compromise a little bit. In some cases, if you've been working with them for years and never seen a rate increase, it is definitely time to leave. I don't usually ask more until I start getting loaded up with new gigs so that I can rotate some of the lower paying clients out of my schedule. So make sure you keep that in mind, and also remember that there is something worthwhile in working with somebody who is easy to work with. So even if they don't pay as much, they still might be worth keeping around.